picture of a fish, and a square of colored objects. Your goal is to click on the colored shapes and move, rotate, resize, flip, and or arrange the shapes in order to cover up the black shape that looks like a fish. To move a shape, you're just going to click and drag. So I'm going to click and drag this blue one onto the point, and in place it goes. So I've got the nose done. And the next one looks like a triangle as well. So I'm going to pull this next triangle over, but I'll notice that it's not facing the right way. So now I have to do what's called to rotate a shape. So I'm going to use that blue circle here, and I'm going to click and I'm going to drag to turn it. And then I'll move it into place. Now sometimes the shapes aren't going to be big enough, so this one isn't big enough. So I need to resize the shape, and I'm going to click and drag on any corner. So I'm going to grab this corner and make it a little bit bigger. Okay. And now it fits perfectly, but I've lost my blue one. So I'm going to do this arrange option. So I've clicked on my orange triangle, and I want to send it back like one layer. So I'm going to go to arrange, order, and send backwards. And this is going to put it behind the blue triangle. So the next thing I want to do is to figure out what shapes are going to go down here. The easy one is the diamond. So I'm going to just move the diamond over into its spot, and boom, it's done. And now I need to figure this out. So this one's a little bit trickier. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to use our polygon, move that over into place. And I can use another one over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually copy this. So I'm going to do a Control-C, and then I'm going to do a Control-V, and now I have a new one. So I'm going to move it over here, but it's going the wrong way. So now I have to do this last thing to flip. So I'm going to click on the shape. I'm going to go to arrange, but instead of going to order, I'm going to go to rotate. And this time I need to flip it vertically because it's going up and down. Vertically is up and down, horizontal is left and right. So I flip it vertically. Now it's going the right direction, so I'll move it into its spot. All right, now I just have this location here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this green triangle. And again, I may have to rotate it to get it in its spot. Okay. I may have to resize it a little bit so it's not so big. I've got it going in. And I kind of need it to go behind this orange. So I'm going to do the same thing, arrange, order, send backwards. And sometimes you have to do it more than once to get it behind all the layers. Right? So now it's behind the orange. And now I just have this little piece here. So actually I'm going to take one of these polygons and I'm going to copy and paste it again. And I'm going to put it right in here, but I'm going to shrink it down really small. Okay, so I'm going to use my little side handle here and shrink him up. And I'm going to shrink it in a little bit. Okay. So you have to really play with the size on this one to get it to fit in there. Okay. But now all that's left is that little triangle there. So this blue one's already going that direction, so we're going to grab that one. We're just going to make it a little smaller. Bring it in a little bit. Oops. And I get it in there. Oops, I moved the wrong one. So you have this undo button here. That'll undo any accidental moves like what I just did. I move it in. May need to rotate just a smidge more. And I'm done. Okay. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect. We want to try to be the best we can, but trying to get right on those spots sometimes is a little bit tricky to do. Okay.